Hello again, crafty friends. I've got another haul video for you today. This one is from Hallmark Scrapbooking.com. Lawn Fawn had a release in May and there was a lot of amazing dies, and anyway, it all came out through Hallmark Scrapbooking and they had a bit of a special on, so I picked them up and I was very happy. And yeah, so let's get into it. So I'll start with the non-Lawn Fawn ones that I grabbed as well. So this one is Modern Anemones. I hope that's how you say it. It's from W+9. It's like an outline flower stamp set with leaves and beautiful sentiments just for coloring. And there was amazing on their blog examples of this watercolored, and I don't have any of this type of flower, so I grabbed this one. There was also another one, but I have other flower sets that are similar to that. So I picked up this one. I didn't get the dies with it. I will most likely doing one layer cards with this, so I didn't really want to spend the extra money on dies if I'm not going to use them. So I grabbed this one. Yeah, I think it's going to be amazing to watercolor. The sentiments that come in with it are you've got and then you got friend in me, hello dear, it takes a long time to grow old, and then you got friend again. So you got some really pretty sentiments. And I don't know, this is just screaming to be watercolored and masked, and yeah, they have one stamp set that's this type of flower, but it's already arranged in a bouquet, which, you know, would make life easier, but you also can't arrange it differently each time, so that's why I grabbed this one instead, because it's kind of separate, and I know I've got some masking to do off the bat, but after that I can just keep the masks in the back and reuse them, sort of thing, and then I should be able to make my own little bouquets and stuff like that. So yay. And I do like that there's this little bud. I don't know, you don't get many that have buds, and you can just sort of poke it in behind or with the flowers and make your own little flower arrangement. So grab that one. Now this is a waffle flower one. Now this is quite old, and I'm pretty sure it was in the 30 to 60% off, just because of, and they don't carry a lot of waffle flower stuff. It's called Starry Night, and I've gotten a few starry type stamps and dies and all that sort of stuff lately, so this was just sort of to work in with all of them, and I really liked how graphic this one was. Like, you've got this sort of solid moon here, but there's writing in it saying shoot for the moon, even if you miss you'll land among the stars. Like, you can totally do that in some amazing colors of ink, like, and then you've got an actual moon, like a solid moon, a solid and an outline star, and there's like dots for stars and actual stars and solids. You got some constellation type things. You've got an outline moon here, and and this sort of stamp set here in the middle is like separate, but it says you're 1 out of a million. You got reach for this. Sorry, is that? Oh, can't tell if it's separate or. So these two sentiments are separate. You got stars, and you got reach for the. You've got I thank my lucky, and there's a space to put in stars for you. We got you make me dream, and they've got every day, sweet dreams, make a wish. They've also got this line, so you can sort of make it look like the stars are sort of hanging off of something, or there's something hanging off the moon. Yeah, so it was just one of those more of a graphical than cute starry stamp sets, and I really want to make some clean, simple, check out like different, like a neon pink moon, like do something wild with it, and just sort of pick a color scheme, and then not like a realistic one. Sorry. Oh, there's also good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know that they are always there. I like that sentiment. It's really nice. So anyway, this is sort of like a last minute, oh, I wonder if it'll fit in my cart. Yep, without, you know, upping the shipping, and it did, so I grabbed it. They've also got this sort of solid section where you can stamp this in like a light gray, and then stamp, you know, in a bolder color the sentiment on top. I think that's really nice. I like that idea. So that's what I'm doing with that one. Now for Lawn Fawn. Okay, this is probably my favorite stamp set from Lawn Fawn ever, and that's saying a lot. Like, I have got a lot. I was like, wow. And I love Lawn Fawn, and this one has got to be my favorite. wow, I love the constellations. I'm sorry, but the Big Dipper or the US Major or whatever you want to call it, it's there. And you've got all the different sentiments. There's one that actually, or sentiments, constellations, and there's one that looks like a star. You've got two sizes of the fox and the rabbit sort of looking up at the stars. I love that. You got some dotted lines to put behind a shooting star. There's a few outline in different sizes, a couple different sizes of solid stars that you can fill in like spots. The sentiments, you got wish, star, and then a separate S, and you can do make a wish, wish upon a star, you're my shining star, you're a star, reach for the stars. Something, there's our friendship, our love is written in and you can say stars. And there's a little star, so you don't have to have it in big, bold, scripty stuff. And you've got a little wish as well in the small font set. So I think this is just amazing. And check out the dies that go with it. You can actually cut out the constellations. Woo! Happy dance. You should have seen when I saw just a sneak peek of this. I'm like, oh my god, is that what I think it's going to be? And then there's, me jumping for joy, because I've always wanted to do like a constellation stamp set. It has been on my wish list of things for them to do. So, woo! I am totally going to be using this one soon. And then I got some other stuff too. Oh, sorry, my one. Oh, that's a lie. I got two. This is my other stamp set that I grabbed from them. It is the mini one, and it's Donna is the name of it, because it's a shark. And I love this one. Like, I've got a whole bunch of like pirate themes and from various companies, not just Lawn Fawn. I didn't grab the pirate stamp set that came out with this release as well, because I've got plenty of other pirates. I got the Neat and Tangled one. This will coordinate really well with as well, so I like that I can use, I could just buy the shark and get this one and mix it around with others. So I grabbed this one. It's got a really cute looking shark, not a scary one. It's got the little fin in the background, which I love, the fin in the background that you can't see, and you can put it in like an ocean scene. You got some bubbles, you got a fish, you are Jossum, and then you got Donna. As far as the sentiment, love that. It's my favorite. So yeah, it was great. I like that it's a mini and you can just pick it up, and I can put it in with my Critters in the Sea and like all those sort of stamp sets. It really works well. So in the last stamp set I bought from this release for Lawn Fawn is the Tiny Tag Savings Birthday stamp. It's just a mini, and I love it because it's pretty much all happy birthday. I just like it. It's got happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, happy B-Day, hip hip hooray, and then two, and then a little heart, and then from, love, and a little line. And I'm forever and a day forgetting to leave space for a sentiment, or there's only a tiny little space. And as much as I love making hello cards and my favorite like Christmas cards, I make a lot of birthday cards. So it's just really nice to have a little small stamp set that's predominantly birthday, and I can just chuck it on a little tiny space, make my life easy. I'm gonna like hang this front and center in my craft zone, so I just can grab it instead of packing it away. So I was so excited to see this one. I know it's to go with the tag. I don't even have the tag die to go with it. I don't need it. I'm just gonna stamp it in the corner and it says happy birthday, or in the inside or whatever. So yeah, I grabbed this one. I also picked up the Ocean Wave Accents die. Now this one doesn't actually cut anything like an object or anything. It just creates waves in like your cardstock, so you can tuck things into it and just makes a slit. So you got your super large, medium, small, and tiny, and then you got two that are like grouped. So the ones with the really wide metal, they're a group, so don't cut them apart. But yeah, it's just a small die, works perfectly. Again, like especially with this Donna, you can tuck the shark in there, or like any of your swimming critters, and you want to tuck it behind a wave without creating a whole new panel to, add on top of it. So you're layering it. You can just use the same panel you've already created, tuck them directly into that, good to go. Or just create texture. So I love that they've come up with this really simple die that has got plenty of use. I think it's great. The other one I grabbed that was sort of ocean orientated is the Ocean Hillside Pop-Up Add-on. So I've got the pop-up hillside one, and this one sort of sits on top of that to make like a wave scene. And again, it's going to be perfect. You can use like waves just in the back, or just in the front, or together, or use them on the front of the card, just cover up that hole. very multi-purpose. I really like that now I can, like, cause I've grabbed like the pirate, like I've got all these like cool ocean stamps, and now I've got the cool ocean backgrounds to use with them, and I think it's great. And I like the waves aren't like the perfect, like they're not the perfect, like these ones like perfect up, down, like, you know, these are like, you know, holy crap waves sort of thing. So I think it's great. Love it. Yeah, it's got the stitch detail, so really happy with this one. And then I grabbed this one here, Outside In Stitched Rectangle Stackables. Now, the major thing I love about Lawn Fawn is they put so much thought and effort into everything. I already have the stitched rectangle, the large and the small sets. And they've only got the stitching on the inside of the die. And I've always looked at, because, you know, that came out first, and then, you know, other companies started coming out with the stitching on both sides of the die, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh, that's really good, but I've already got these other ones, and I don't want to double up on sizes, and you know, that's that sort of thing, so I've never bought it. But now Lawn Fawn has come out with one, and because it's Lawn Fawn, and I already have the other Lawn Fawn's Smart, and these are different sizes to ones they've already put out, so I have no duplicate sizes, and I love it. And they coordinate, so these ones sort of fit in between the sizes of the small and the large. It's great. They're perfect. They do the stitching on inside and outside. You can make windows with them. Yeah, I think the rectangle stitched die is probably the most used in my, you know, of all my dies. I reckon I use that one the most. So now that I've got one that I can have the stitching inside and outside perfect. The smaller ones make really good windows in cars to have things peeking out, so I like that. Yay, good job Lawn Fawn, I'm impressed. And I also grabbed the square version. I don't really make square cards, so I've never bought the stitched square stackables, the large or the small. I don't have any of them, and I bought this one because the stitching is both inside and outside, and I can use these to create windows on rectangle cards, and I think that looks great. So that's what I was really impressed with Lawn Fawn, is that, you know, now they've got this, and now it's relevant to what I do, so I grabbed this one as well. You can have, like, you know, you can make like the little square, you can have 4 or 6 whatever on a rectangle, you can have the bigger ones, sort of thing. Not sure if I'll use the biggest one very often. Like I said, I don't make square cards, but the littler ones will be really useful to me. So yeah, yay, good job Lawn Fawn again. And then while I was there, I grabbed a couple of older sets, because Lawn Fawn has scared me with their retiring of things. Did you know that they retired like not long ago, a few more stamp sets? And I've done another haul video recently, just saying my drama in like, no, I haven't bought that die yet. And then I couldn't find it anywhere, and I ended up Googling it and found somewhere in Australia. Anyway, different story. But I, like, you know, so now I'm like, oh, okay, really, now go through your collection. Which ones do you want? And get them now so you don't have to panic again. So anyway, these two were on the list, and they're the Critters in the Farm and Critters in the Sea. Yeah, so they just cut out all of the critters. They're really good. The Critters in the Sea is going to be great because of all these other pirates and ocean thingies that have just come out. So I think it's fabulous for that, that I have the die now to go with that and can color things up, so it's really good. Yeah, do you like my explanation of why I need these and the panic? So anyway, and I grabbed the Critters in the Farm one too. So they were in stock, and they said, get them now, do it. And then another old release I grabbed is the, I think these are, I can't see the name. Everyday Pop-Ups. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. There's 8 of them in all different sizes, and they all pop up different things. I've got the Mama Elephant one. It's like a trio though, and there's only 3. So I wanted to grab the Lawn Fawn one because these ones have more different like spacings and their widths, and like they'll pop out different dimensions compared to each other. So because the line, like if the line's in the middle, then it sort of directly pop up like a square, but if there's some that are, the lines are more on one side than the other side, and that means they pop out further one way or the other way on the inside. So I wanted to grab this one, and I got it. So that's that one. Well, and that's the end of that haul. Great, thanks, bye.